Next, two icons above that roles icon on the left-hand side, there is a users icon. I want you to select that users icon and notice that currently there is only one user that has been established or identified and defined within the control panel. Well, I would like to create another user. So with that users highlighted on the left-hand side, select the Create User icon in the upper ribbon, in the upper black underneath the Management tab, Create User. Now you can create a user ID of any user you want to create. I'm going to call my user Rich. And be careful because it can be capitalized sensitive, which means that if I have a capital R there and I don't remember that, it's not necessarily going to catch it if I try to put in a lowercase r for Rich. So instead, I like to make all of my users just lowercase to make it easier for me to remember. Now I can put in a description down below. This is just a text description. So I can put in my demo, Rich, chemist, user. Oops, fat fingers today. And then immediately below that, I can put in a password for this user. Please make sure that you put in a password and confirm the password that you will remember. And that is case sensitive. And then finally, I am going to deselect the user must change password at next login because I am the user. I am creating this user. I don't need to necessarily have the user change their password. Now, this is very important in organizations where, let's say, I'm just the administrator. I am the one that is making sure that the system is set up properly, and I'm the one assigning chemists their roles, their privileges, what instruments they could use, etc. Then I would want to have the user change their password at next login so that once they log in for the first time, I have no idea as the administrator what their new password is. Now, here's another thing to please keep in mind. I am asked often by managers and supervisors, what happens if I don't remember the password? I don't remember the username and password. My administrator of the system, when it was installed, has since left the company. Is there a back door where I can break into the system? The answer to that is an unequivocal no. If you are in a compliant workspace and there was a back door or a back key that Agilent or anyone else had, you would be breaking all of the 21 CFR Part 11 compliance types of things that have been wrapped around this software. There is no back door into the system. So I always strongly suggest to any of my users that are getting this in for the first time, create a couple of different administrator accounts so that you will have different administrators and put in the username and passwords that people are going to know. Put that in a safe location, wherever that happens to be, because there are no ways to break into this if you forget it. So I've put in my password and I've confirmed the password. I've deselected the user must change password at next login. The next thing I want to do before I click OK is go to my role membership here. And I am going to click on that role I just created in the previous exercise, the Rich Chemist role, or whatever you named your role. That is going to be the role I assign to Rich, or to whatever user you are currently creating as well. And then I'm going to click OK. That creates for us our new user in addition to the admin user.